Hey my sugar bears, welcome back to my channel, Bougie AF. It's your host, Nicole. It's where I say stay bougie on them. It's me feeding you feminism for the soul. It's my soul food offering. It's where I apply pressure to issues by being critical and logical. Now don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Now let's get to the commentary where I can guarantee you I will be doing too much.
Welcome back. It's your host, Nicole, and you are tuned into the Bougie AF channel. And listen, you know how I say, what I say over here, stay bougie on them. So I decided, you know, they always say she be doing too much. I decided that I was just going to regularly sit here and just talk to you, right? Because like I said, I'm trying to give you the vibe for the other type of show to be like my shit talking show. So this is completely different. I just want to make sure I give kind of a semi-serious vibe, and also probably I can't help not to have some jokes. So it just is what it is. So I decided I wanted to give my opinion about the Sha'Carri situation. Now, just to remind you, if you go back and listen to my last video about Sha Carrie Richardson, I did say I did not want to cover her anymore. And I want to be completely honest, because I'm not going to be that person that just like does videos because something new may just pop up, or every 5 minutes there's some type of new update. That's not going to be me. There's plenty of people who do that, but that's not going to be my thing. If I speak about something, it's because I really feel like there's a message there, or it should be talked about, right? So that's why I was just like, I wasn't going to pick it up again. Also, I don't want my page to be centered around like just like one person, or, you know, it just seems like it's dedicated to specific things, and it's not. I'm fluid. I'm all over the place in terms of like, in terms of my interests, right? And so one of my interests, of course, is politics, and everything that I list as what you could potentially hear when you're listening to one of these videos is politics. I'm going to talk history. I'm going to talk sports, social issues. I have a vast range of interests, right? So with that being said, I like to keep it moving in terms of my topics and not kind of get boggled down into one specific thing. But I think there'll be consistency in the overall what my thoughts are, right? They're going to be really consistent on that. But I do have a lot of things that I like to talk about, so I do want to bring that to you. So I decided, okay, since this is in the headlines, and I said in the last video that when it came to Sha Carrie Richardson that I wanted to just show us a lot of mouth. We like shit talking here. We like shit talking in America. That's what we're known for. But at the same time, those who shit talk in America, we show up, and we have like resumes. There's resumes for athletes and even actors and people who have that type of cocky, arrogant type of persona. If they want to do the shit talking, they have great resumes that say that they can do that shit talking. And I think that was just always why people were just always kind of turned off with Sha'Carri, because it was like, girl, we need the resume. And that little racing that you were doing at them people's LSU, that ain't it, right? So you on a big stage where these women have been running internationally for years, right? And we need some W's on the international scene for you to be able to talk like that. And I think more or less the reason why I decided that I wanted to get into this video was because I felt like there's too many Sha Carrie Richardsons of the world where there's just not enough work for all this, which y'all are going to see in terms of what like she shows in her videos. When I play the videos, I'm not going to stop them and talk. So that's why I'm kind of doing this before. And so she all of this attitude is a lot for somebody who hasn't proven anything. Right. It's a lot. So I think that's more or less what turned people off. And she's in a sport where women don't necessarily do the shit talking. And it's important that she comes in and she notices that this is not my competition, is not really into that. Because what ends up happening, you're playing with women who are very mild mannered, and don't say that negatively, but just, don't believe in all of this talking. They believe in the actual running on the track and leaving people behind them. That's exactly what they believe in. So you believe in something else. So she, so it just got really bad. Like she came in last. She came in last, and the weekend started off real bad because I knew I was just like, damn. I seen this video. Thursday, Friday, this post that I have on the screen came out, and it was Sha'Carri. You know how you feel when you just get your hair done. You the baddest bitch in your zip code, the next bitch zip code, everybody's zip code. You just that bitch. So I guess she decided to get on with her freshly installed hair, her beat on her face, and just to let people like me know. I wish the people that talk mess about me was cute at least. Ooh. Okay, I mean, I gotta take that personal because there's no way I can get around that. You could most definitely say that I'm talking mess about you, but I am not attacking your looks and anything like that. I am talking about the merit of your work, right? And just like an artist, and if you listen to my work and you decide that you don't like my work or you don't like something about me and you have an opinion about me, you are entitled. Honey, little girl, I don't like your work or lack of work, so I am entitled to have an opinion about you who've decided to be a public figure. And I know that's going to be a lot for you to handle, that somebody can talk about you or have an opinion like you have an opinion. I know that's going to be a lot for you to deal with, but it just is what it is. It's a part of life, right? So she came to let us know, but the comments, my co-host in the comments, let us know other shit too. So we got here, Twitter fingers been hot since the suspension. Better worry about Elaine and Shelly Ann. Okay. And that was the thing that people just kept on feeling like, yo, you concentrate on the wrong mother effing things, right? You have everybody who's rooting for you. You are being antagonistic during the Olympics. You're tweeting things like, you miss me yet? Miss what? We ain't seen shit yet. Okay. We seen a vacated race. We seen one vacated race, right? And I'm not even a conspiracy theory type of person, but I'm starting to think, were you planted? Because where did you come from? I grew up watching track and field. I grew up watching all types of sports, and I used to even watch college track and field. You know what I mean? Where did you come from? Who sent you? Because that's literally what this feels like. Like, who sent you? Because it's been way too much. There's just no way somebody walks up on the scene like this with all this type of nothing underneath them. It don't make no sense. And again, if you were racing against women who talk shit like you, then okay, we can get with it. But that's not the vibe. So it just looks like, girl, what's wrong with you? Do you need attention? Like, in the worst way. Over the last month, you did everything but practice. We didn't see one promo video. At least I would have thought we got a 10.5 second video of you running around the world or something, stopping in different places just to insinuate that's what you were going to do. That's what we thought we were going to get. Like some promo of you practicing. Yes, because baby girl, you need practice. That's what we thought we were going to get. Video of you practicing. Okay? You are not AI. You need to practice, my darling. So we didn't get none of that shit. We just got shit talking and telling people not to go and support the Olympics and all this other stuff because of her. And y'all, she wanted an international scene over her wanting to get high. Okay? Over her biological mother that she made sure to let us know that was her biological mother. And if you speak black like I speak black, and I think I know I'm speaking to black people, you know, anytime that somebody say biological mother, you know what the fuck that mean. Okay? Let's be clear. A little dysfunction in the background, just maybe a little dysfunction. I got a little child that was raised by auntie and big mama. That's what it sound like. Auntie and big mama raised this one right here. Okay? I'm just keeping it 100. Right? So for me, I always felt like we were being, like, once I started, she started, the more her personality came out, I was like, we getting finesse. She knew she was going to come up dirty. She knew she was going to be suspended. I always felt like she knew she was going to be suspended because I felt like when she said the family stuff, I was like, ooh, I've seen this before. I've been around bum bitches like this, that everything in their life is the excuse to be the way the fuck they are. Period. And if you don't understand that, you're not being compassionate. Like, what's wrong with your empathy? Something wrong with you. You need to be a little bit more compassionate. Why they're not considerate about anybody outside themselves. I'm keeping it real with you. We need to be compassionate and supportive and have all types of empathy for Sha'Carri, but she can be online trying to tell people how they can't support Lil Nas X because of the way he lives his life. That has nothing to fucking do with her, but when it comes to her, she needs all the fucking support. Fuck y'all. Did I make it 2 minutes in? Yeah, I did. Fuck y'all. And fuck y'all who want this little girl to be your little charity case. That ain't it. This is not rewarding bad behavior. It's not good for society. That's why we are where we are right now. Everybody want to meet people where they at. Everybody can't be meeting everybody where they at. Some people gonna make you uncomfortable where you gonna have to rise that motherfucker up. Now the people who you are in relationship and bonded with, yes, they can meet you where you at because they are required to have the patience. They are in love with you in some type of not just romantic, but they are in relation with you, right? So they are gonna be able to meet you where you at. But complete strangers in society can never just meet people where they're at. It doesn't work like that. Nothing gets corrected if you do that. And the problem is that this girl has met several professional people who's known better, that is continually meeting her where she's at. So she gets no correction as she moves forward in life, because we can continue to keep meeting her where she's at. See, it's always supposed to be the other way around. She's supposed to meet us. We're supposed to meet the people where they're at, right? If society's progressing a certain way, you're supposed to be working to meet that. This is not progression. Her behavior and how she comes across. When she had her interview, she was addressing her haters, while her supporters, people who wanted to cheer for her, is sitting there looking at like, well, who is a hater? Who is she talking to? It made all of the real black girl come out of me like, who the fuck is this girl talking to? Like, don't nobody gotta watch you and support you? Who is she talking to? Like, literally made me say that when she was talking on Good Morning America. Her attitude was disgusting. And I told you the story about my nephew and having to teach him how to speak. And y'all motherfuckers want to sit on Clubhouse and talk about, people want to talk in general about code switching and make it look like it's a bad thing. No. Being able to present yourself is not a bad thing. Being able to talk like you need to talk when it's time is not a bad thing. And just to see that our community was and trying to demonize people, oh, they're acting white and they're this and this and that. And you can't even raise your fucking kids to have great conversations and to be decent human beings. You can't even do that. But at the same time, it'll be these same adults trying to talk about proximity and acting white. And I was like, what? Act appropriate. That's all. And nothing about the way she has come across has been appropriate. Fuck the white and black, because again, I guess does appropriate have a color? Classy, does that have a color? I don't know. I gotta check these days, because you Angela Davis types out there will have us fighting and marching for every fucking thing that goes against you being corrected for bad behavior. Ooh. It's not the show, so let me back up on out. So it's starting bad already, right? And so you in the comments, we in the comments, and so she says so someone says she better hope she wins her upcoming race while she on social media talking this type of talk. Exactly, because someone writes, I didn't know it was ever about looks, because you ain't all that either, mama. Okay. Looking like the Gecko of Geico with a wig on. Like, come on, girl. Like, get real. Folks, so in this person, I wasn't going to read it, but I am going to read it, because this is what the Angela Davis, fighting, everything is turned into something that it's not, basically. So, Kiss Kish says, folks hate to see colored women too proud and too free. The color purple. Let this girl be great. Men shit talk in their respective sports day in and day out. I pray her feet never hits the ground and all they see it's a blur or a colorful wig go by at every single race she graces until she's weighed down by the weight of gold medals. I love Sha'Carri. And it's just like, there's so much there, because that first opening where she goes, folks hate to see colored women too proud and too free. That is a real thing, right? That's a real thing on its own. And I think a lot of times when I'm listening to a lot of people talk, and I think I said this in my previous video where I talk about sometimes people know how to layer what we know to be true or we believe to be a fact into a lot of their own bullshit. And sometimes you got to go in and get it out. So that part is most definitely true. And that's not what this situation is, though. This is not about someone being free. This is about someone just being rude and unprepared and not doing their job. This is about this age group just being unprepared and not being knowledgeable and feeling like somebody owes them. That's what this is about. And I will tie it into the all right, before I get there. But that's what this is about. But that's a real thing what this girl says in these comments, but that's just not what this is about. Let this girl be great. Yes, we want her to be great, but she has to do the work to be great. Us wanting her to be great and being delusional about what her behavior is and what we see on the track is not. She determines the results. Okay? She determines the results. So there's nobody keeping her away from anything. Nobody's trying to, police her out or gatekeep her from the race. Nobody's doing any of that. Those results are based on her. That's it. Men talk shit in their respect, and they do. And I did address that. That's just not the vibe in this sport. That's just not the vibe in this sport. And she has to look around and say internationally, it just be different. And this is becomes that where we, we can act like we have some coof, and just not just be ignorant. We talk about code switching, we make it such a bad thing, but on this scene, on this scale of what in racing internationally, yes, I want an American to have some coof and not to be on that, not being on the highest scene, coming across as Shanae little sister. Okay? Like, that's how this is coming across. That's how she's coming across and how she delivers. What was it? Who was the girl who was always fighting on Shanae? But then was it Kilolo? Shout out to Yo-Yo and them. Shout to Yo-Yo and that character that she played on Martin. But like, that's how it's coming across. And there's one thing about me. I hate black women coming across as characters. I fucking hate it. I will pull that shit out. That shit is not cute. Part of the reason why, 15 minutes, right? Half an hour. I don't like it. And I'm not going to be on this mic and shy about it. So women who act like characters and just like, I'm going to be here for it every time. And that's my problem with, what's her name? Tiffany Haddish. Some of the time where I feel like she's publicly been on scene, it's come across goofy in a way that is not a good look for black women. I'm sorry, sometimes. It's that I don't know how to explain her comedy style. It's not for me. I liked her in Girl Trip, and I do think she's funny. But just sometimes when I feel like she's out in public, she does not carry herself. She carries herself like a character, like a joke. Sometimes, at times, I've say recently since the pandemic, I have not seen all of that. But there's times before that it was just like, are you going to do that weird thing they require black women to do, which is be goofy and all over the place and so they feel comfortable? I don't know how to explain, but it was just weirdo shit. Okay, I don't like that type of comedy. Where it feels like people aren't laughing with you, they're like laughing at you. That shit. And there's a clear difference. And if you don't know what that is, I don't know what to tell. Someone right, but she's not even... These comments are my co-hosts. Like, I don't even know why I spend so much time talking when they gonna say it all. Someone says, humble yourself. Out here looking like Soulja Boy twin. Girl, bye. Okay, I promise you. But it be that first hair. When you get that hairdo, when you take that first picture. Shit, I got a couple pictures I can point. Like, I just got my hair done. Right there. Oh, I remember that. I was killing it. Yeah, there's pictures you can point to. But that's all I think this was. And she got up on here and decided to lose her fucking mind and say some shit like this. Okay. Girl, don't start. I seen you without a wig and makeup, please. And that be that shit. That when people have seen the real you, and you online trying, when people see the real you, that's why I say you can never make me feel some sort of way if you think I'm ugly, baby. The real me in person. That's not the vibe. That's not what I'm getting. So I can't let a motherfucker online. That's not what I'm getting in real life. No, I don't know what nobody else getting, but that's not what I get in real life when I walk in rooms. So it just is what it is. You get what I'm saying? So people entitled to their opinions. You just got to keep it moving. So before we get into, no, I'm not even gonna look. Y'all see this blinking? Y'all see this blinking right here? Y'all see Coi Leray blinking? I unfollowed Coi Leray. And let me say, and you know what? I'll say it briefly, right? Give it 2 minutes. I'm going to say this. I unfollowed Coi Leray because I felt like at my age, I'm in my 30s, and this is a really young girl trying to establish herself, right? I'm a hip hop head. I love hip hop, right? From beginning to end, like my podcast used to be centered around interviewing, hip hop artists and stuff like that. Like that's so when I talk about hip hop, it's not because I'm just trying to do what's trendy and trying to be no, literally love hip hop, right? Know the history of hip hop, studied it, wrote essays in college centered around hip hop. Listen. I'm just trying to keep it real with y'all. So for me, it's seeing Coi Leray and talking about her. I'm going to review music, right? But at some point, I'm going to review actual music, right? From actual artists. And I think we just need to call it what it is. The girl's not an artist. Period. And then it felt like, being from this city and her father being from this city. It's like, okay, I'm still going to use that funny clip. Now, don't get me fucking wrong. I'm still going to use that clip. But at the same time, I'm not going to because it's laughable at this point. I think, I mean, if you even in this, I'm talking about this age group, right? She does very mediocre music, but first thing that she was doing on this internet was always looking for sympathy, talking about people talking about her body, wearing outfits that she know looked it weird on her, right? So you have Lizzo talking about how people talk about how fat she is. You have Coi Leray talking about how people talk about how fucking skinny she is, and it's just like, okay, so it kind of cancels each other out. That you motherfuckers should not be complaining about the comments that you're getting or the hate that you're getting, because as you can see, hate is universal, right? And it's not centered around exactly you and there being a problem with you, but it's a lot of times it's centered around people is just going to pick out whatever the flaw is and jump on that. Very beautiful girls, but their flaws, one has a flaw, I guess, in some people's eyes, that she ain't got no body, right? And the other one got too much body. So it is what it is. And so Coi Leray decided to say, I used to have so much fun before all the music, so carefree and just fun. And that's the thing with this generation, because she feels like she's just having fun and carefree, that she's taking the how people feel about her art, her music, and she's making it seem as though it's like an unfair treatment. But at the same time, if you love music like everybody else loves music, and if you know hip hop like, you know, your family knows hip hop, then you would understand that people are just upset about the quality of what you're putting out. And it's just like, no, I feel like we're letting certain artists dumb things down. So for me, I'm not covering it anymore, because it is what it is. It's not hip hop. And that's just that. Coi Leray talks about how times used to be simpler for her before she started making music. And my co-hosts in the comments, they just they keep it the realest. So they said, welcome to the industry. And someone said, well, quit. Shit, life is what you make it. 455 likes. Okay. Well, then stop. Hate when people complain about their blessings. That part. Okay. Then leave. Queendom. Come voice. Well, just a minute ago, she was loving the life and had no care in the world. It'd be, listen, perception, what people put out. Trust me, girl, you can stop. We won't be mad. 126 likes. Please return to the simpler times, please. It's not too late to stop. You should have stayed not making music. So music is new to her, right? So this is not something she's been doing forever. So she's not that invested. That's not to say she, couldn't have had some hidden talent all this time, but she's released it, and we want it to go back hidden. She swears she swears she go sympathize people into liking her music, not. And so that's exactly, I called that out when she was talking about people talking about her body, or when she said people were being mean to her about her performance. Like, you want to sympathize us into liking you, where you kind of corner us into not being able to be critical and having a perspective or an opinion about things, and that's not okay. Do the work. All right, so it went from Sha'Carri. That's how Friday started, right? It didn't get any better, right? So then the race happens, and man, I don't even think Sha'Carri has started running yet. Like, there's just no way. I think there's no way she started running, right? There's just no, absolutely, positively no way. I mean, it started off bad. Look at this interview.
I'm just one of millions of your followers now, but I did see on one of your posts this week, you're saying you're going back to work. Right, so yes, being ready to work tomorrow takes preparing for that.
Yes, training has been going well, but regardless of the situation, I have no complaints. My talent has not went anywhere, so just ready to get back on the track.
Yeah, and you love competition, and this brings all that competition right to your doorstep. So just talk about just having that motivation of knowing you're going to have these women to line up against tomorrow.
Lining up against these women. It's going to be an amazing race tomorrow. They're two of the women sitting here are two of the fastest women to ever do this sport. So I'm honored to just be on the stage with them, but I'm not starstruck. When it's time to get on the line, we all do the same thing. We all have our own mindsets when we get in our lanes, and it's about what you're going to do when you're in.
The thing is about women empowerment, right? It has to show up in a certain way, right? And it most definitely can't show up as if though you're saying you're bigging somebody up, but at the same time, it's coming across as kind of shady at the same time. And I think it's very important that we highlight when people try to be like, oh, I support women. But then the first moment they get, they don't really support women in real life. You get what I'm saying? And I know that's going to be hard for some people to grasp, because there's going to be some people that feel like my opinion sometimes doesn't seem very supportive. And I give credit what credit's due, but I also take it when it's not. You get what I'm saying? So that's how I feel about things. I'm talking about being supportive in a meaning in your everyday life role, like where it matters, because my fucking opinion is just my opinion, right? I'm critiquing actions, right? So that's what fucking matters. How you in your actions support other women, not my opinion and assessment of what I see. But anyway, so when you have this girl on this stage and she is fake bigging up the other women, but at the same time having a very standoff demeanor, it does not show that you care about the other women. It does not at all. And, the way she even answered questions was off. It just is what it is. So this is her in the morning, y'all. Okay? Let me see what else she had to say.
Your lane. If you're worried about the next lane, how can you fully invest into it?
Hey, I'm just one of millions.
What you need to do to put your foot in.
Hey, I'm just one of millions of your followers.
Okay, why is it not playing? Basically, she's talking about staying and, being just focused on what's going on in her lane. She ain't focused on nobody else, but all types of attitude like this. But because if you focus on the next lane, you won't be able to see what you're doing in your lane. So, the key is stay focused. It was like all types of, okay, Shanae Jr. That's how it came across. And it's just how I feel about it. And so these are the comments. Everyone's winning a gold medal is a star. Just congratulate them and show some class. That's how that person felt. Spicy, I like. Okay. Sammy girl 1235 said he like. I don't think she's trying to be cocky. I think she's just really passionate about her talent, and she clearly has the confidence. She's also keeping it real, which a lot of people won't do. I wish I knew what she means by like she's keeping it real, but let's see if this the one. Okay, they agreed. My dog said what she said, and she will see them on the track. This is before the race, y'all. Someone wrote clown because it is clownish. You listen, I can think I'm the greatest on this mic, right? I can think I'm the greatest on this mic, and I can have that swag like I'm supposed to on this fucking mic, right? Because anybody who gets behind the mic, and talk their shit, that is literally you come with a persona and you whatever. I can think all of that shit, but baby, I know who I am in real life, right? And until I bubble, until I achieve something, I know who the fuck I am. I'm going in looking for a job. I am trying to establish myself. I know who the fuck I am. This is about her not being aware. And that's where self-awareness comes in, right? That you know when to check that shit. You should be the best and say you the motherfucking best when you on this mic, right? But until that shit bubbles, keep that shit in perspective and take your ass to work and practice, basically. And that's just all this comes down to. They finna smoke her like a Jamaican Dutch pot. Did they not? Y'all mad that she has the confidence and keeps it real. She didn't say anything hurtful or disrespectful like what y'all want her to say for her to show she's humble. And it's not, and that's why I'm not even someone who likes the word humble. I hate the fucking word. I know that I've looked it up in the dictionary. I know how it's used in the Bible. Y'all not using it right. I hate the word, right? I hate the word. I just hate the word. And it's because I hate the word, y'all. And I don't even like it when he's used to Sha'Carri because it's not the word. Yeah. Well, she needs more humility. Yes, that most definitely. She does it, which is I guess. But I don't like how y'all use it in every day, okay, with every situation. Because I've had people use it on me. Like, I've had people do some really fucked up shit to me, and then my response be on 10 or be appropriate. Fuck you mean. My response be appropriate, and then being told, humble yourself. What? And that's where I get pissed. You don't get to do shit to me. You don't get to do shit to a person and then tell them they got to humble themselves in terms of accepting and being okay with what's being done with them. Y'all don't let the slow play in your face, because I've never let the slow play in my face, okay? We don't let the slow play in our face. What did I say we call them? We call them Tarsha crabs. We don't let Tarsha crabs play in our motherfucking face. We know better. Anyway. She has this attitude about her. I don't like it. And she shouldn't be. She the star. Oh God, pop your shit. Okay. I don't even want to go to their pages because they're probably young, unimpressive, young people. And that's literally what it is. Like, they are bigging up nothing. We have not seen nothing, girl. Your race was vacated and we ain't seen nothing. How is she cocky? Because she has confidence? Okay. You can't be arrogant and failing drug tests. Girl, what? Like, it's like, she sounds arrogant and rude and overly cocky and really just needs to chill as fast as, I don't know, as fast as this 15 minutes can be gone. I guess that's what they were trying to say. Yeah, like, that's how I become long ass questions. He said in the context, in the context, but these women are so fine, he can't even speak correctly. Okay. She got work to do. Well, said goodness. Kayla Nicole 97. So that makes her, I'm trying to think, and my nephew's ages. Okay, that make this one around like 23, 24, I think. Okay, let's see what she said here. Y'all want her to beg to be the star that she is, and it's because she ain't begging that she is fucking winning. I haven't seen her say not one thing that made her look like an ass. She's the star. Oh, that's concerning that she hasn't seen anything concerning, right? These are her peers. These are people in her age group. Let's pay attention to that, right? Is that she is the star everyone is coming to see, and most people wish she fails behind closed doors are the worst, because even if she didn't win, she fucking won. That's literally how this age group thinks, right? They're taking that concept of even if you didn't win, you won, which is meaning like you get to, like, when you get to learn a lesson for something, you kind of essentially win from it too at the same time. But they're trying to take that and they imply that, yeah. Exactly. She still sees herself as high as the next girl. I didn't say that anybody's better, but she thinks she has achieved. The way she comes across is as if though she has achieved as much as these other women, and that's just not the fucking case. Because even if she don't win, she fucking won. Girl, at Sha'Carri, Sha'Carrie Richardson, girl, run your race and live it up. Lose or win, you will win because you ain't begging for it. You working towards it. No, but she didn't. Okay. See, and that's that thing where I think my age group and older, and we have a different concept of what real work looks like. Even with working with this age group is awful. I will be awful, fucking awful. And I've had so much time to reflect back on some of the things that I've been through. And it is the Sha'Carri Richardsons. When we talk about Monique and she talks about the bonnet. And I always said when that conversation started happening, now that's symbolism. That bonnet, we're talking about something else. And nobody wanted to talk about it. We were talking about the Sha'Carri Richardsons of the world. That's what we were talking about. Folks didn't want to have that conversation. Folks too sensitive because that's their children. Or they are the Sha'Carri Richardsons themselves and how they carry themselves and behave. But folks didn't want to have that conversation. Oh, you got to let people be them and let them live their life. They didn't want to have that conversation about presentation and how you should show up, right? No, they didn't want to have that conversation because they were going to show up like Sha'Carri Richardson. It wasn't about the bonnet. It was more or less presentation. And it's more or less about the attitude that comes with the bonnet that we were talking about and what that looks like in real life and who these people look like in real life. And it is the Sha'Carri Richardsons. Attitude, don't know how to speak without coming across like they're angry, something's wrong with them. Yes, very much so. They represent it. And like I said, I've had time to sit back and be thinking about things and problems I've had with women at work and younger girls, and this be it. And I also shared on how I've seen examples how recently people have came out and talked about hiring this age group and feeling like they don't want to work 40 hours, they don't want to carry their weight, and they feel as if though they don't have to work for what they want. And we know that this is true because that's why everyone wants to be online and press record and trying to monetize everything that they do online. How do you think that transfers for people who think that they see this avenue of revenue that people are able to do online, right? It makes them feel as if though going to work and putting in 9 to 5, that's too much. Why do I have to do all of that? And for them, they're seeing this easy revenue and this easy money coming in. It's making them show up and think that they shouldn't have to work that hard. You have millionaires at 18 because they've been doing their Instagram channels since they were 13 years old. So they've gotten a following by 18, so they have money. This translates to other teenagers seeing that same shit and feeling like, I need to get to that type of money. Fuck this working hard. And we're seeing that with Sha'Carri. You ran the race of your life 10.5. And you ran the race to win, to get into the Olympics, and you thought the work was over. But I'm going to show y'all this race, and then I'm going to get up on out of here because there ain't much to see. I mean, it was, though, because them Jamaican girls, I mean, they must have ate jerk chicken for breakfast, and it was a fire in their tummy, and they just ran. Like, they ran their ass off. I mean, they were just waiting for Sha'Carri to come on and pass so they can get on out of there. That's how fast these girls were, okay? She wasn't nowhere in their league. And there's one thing, if you're going to talk your shit, because I'm about talking my shit, but girl, pull up and show up. You got to show up. If you're going to pull up, show up. Okay, show out. If you're going to pull up, show out. That's what it is. You pulled up and you hesitated, baby. And so now you get shit talked back, and that just is it is. It's part of the game, right? You gotta at least. I mean, you didn't even do. Y'all see it.
100.
They fucking with me, y'all. I need my damn internet because this doesn't make no sense. This don't make no sense. Make no sense. Like, come on.
Mr. Carrie, what was your expectation as you came out here?
100.
They are really not letting me show this video. That's all right. The internet will win. They gotta have it somewhere else. All right, here we go. So this person seems like it's short and sweet. I gotta go in and take all this shit out, y'all. They are not playing about the copyright. And one time they copyrighted me. Y'all see how this is nothing is playing, like no sound. No sound is playing. They put a copyright on my video one time because the video was playing, and it was a video on Twitter. So I was showing my Twitter timeline, and so it was a video about the Olympics. Now, just to remind you, I wasn't even talking about the Olympics, and I never even pressed the video to play in my actual video, just for the fact that it was just like moving in the background, and I had my Twitter up. Yes, copyright. So the shit is crazy. So I'm gonna play something over this. Y'all not gonna see what's on my screen, which is an ad. But I'm gonna play something over it so it won't get copywritten. All right. So this is her post interview. We don't necessarily want the post interview. We just want to see this damn race. That's all we want to see. We want to see the race and shout out this person, Hood Zone Production. I mean, they have a lot of views, so 330K views. Oh, there we go. Look at this shit. Look at this shit. Did she drop something? Was something wrong? And that's literally the race, y'all. Look, Elaine shot them out. Jamaican girl did that. Okay, so listen. That's literally how the race ended, right? So now let's go back to Instagram. So you would think that somebody who finished in last, right, that their demeanor and everything about them would be just like on point, right? No. All right, look at the comments. 1, 2, 3, Jamaica. Remember I told you, not dead last, G. Not last though. Like it was like bad. Major love to all the queens. And I think Sha'Carri, in her mind, she thinks she's winning because she's bringing so much attention to this sport. And I've seen people talk about Conor McGregor not being able to win in his sport and the attention that, you know, he brings. And the fact of the matter is he still has a lane. He still gets booked, so he never wins. And I get what people are saying, and it just is what it is. But I don't feel like we have to, just because they let him get away, I don't feel like that means that we have to participate in that type of mediocrity. There are people who bust their ass black all around the world. And I'm not going to sit up here and give one person a pass because they're not doing the work. A major love to all the queens. That's the banana and cornmeal porridge. Now listen, I had that cornmeal porridge and give me my cream of wheat. That's all I got to say. You know what? I would have liked my cornmeal porridge if it was not made. I think the person who made it with coconut water. And I did not like that overpowering taste of coconut in my cornmeal porridge. Now, if I can get me some cornmeal porridge without the coconut water, I would be fine. Where is it at? And baby Elaine ain't no joke. You right, girl ran. Now it's time to smoke. Oh man. They ask faster than cars, right? Being grateful and congratulatory costs nothing. Love her no matter what. She'll be back. Everybody want her to be back. I mean, nobody want her to go away, but we do want her to come back as a better version of herself. Dang. You win some, you lose some, but you get back up and fight another day. 4,327 likes. Okay. You go, girl. That's Marley Waters. Okay, I don't know who that is. Life will humble you fast. Last place. Whoo, wow. Okay. Talk about being humble, baby. Stay off Twitter and practice on being the best and then continue to be humble and graceful. She needed a wake up call. Hope this is it. She has talent, but she just needs an attitude of a graceful winner. See, the thing is, I'm not gonna say that she needs an attitude of a graceful winner because she won her last race. Her attitude was good. We thought her attitude was good about her winning, right? It was just the other stuff that came out. Oh, you know what? I take that back. She wasn't graceful. The whole y'all miss me yet? You know what I'm saying? That whole no, there was nothing graceful about her. Or trying to advocate for people to cancel and not support because she wasn't going. I told people not to support the Olympics because of them trying to block Black Lives Matter in protests, right? I didn't like that shit, right? Because it's like we make these games in terms of Black people, especially when it comes to the Summer Olympics, because that's our sport. I mean, that's our season. Y'all know we like hot weather. So that's our fucking season. So it made sense. You get what I'm saying? That, if we decided to boycott it, it would really have been, they would have really felt it. I'm all about doing things that's going to have an impact. So that's why I said it. It wasn't because I'm one person and I broke the rules and I just think the world should just be on my side. America, we smoke weed, so the rest of the world, y'all should get like us. No, that's ignorant. Stop being ignorant. But baby girl did not stop. I mean, even her post-game interview. Her post-game interview. Hold on. All right, it is not letting me show it from here. Okay, so let me go here. So let's see, Sha'Carri last place interview. They ain't shit. People ain't shit. But okay, no, is that the one I want? No, this one. This the one where she had that interview in the track. That was the most delusional shit I had ever seen in my life. I'm not gonna be completely honest.
On it. I didn't get that. Could you try again? Sundry. The lie detector test determined?
It's a no.
That was a lie.
This is my race. I'm not done. You know what I'm capable of. Talk all the shit you want, because I'm here to stay. I'm not done. I'm the sixth fastest woman in this game. Ever. And can't nobody ever take that from me. Congratulations to the winners.
So if you don't know who that is, the Shelly Ann Frazier girl is the second place winner of the the Shelly Ann girl who walked by. The Shelly Ann girl who walked by, she was the second place winner. And she walked by and made her face because Sha'Carri was doing what Sha'Carri do, which is run her fucking mouth and not do the fucking work. They're like, girl, you talked all this shit. We done let you talk all this shit. They placed her right dead set in the mirror. They had the kill. They had the kill line up right there, like sandwich you right between the two fastest women, and the one on the left hand side is the one that fucking won. and the one on the right hand side got number 2. You girl got number 9. And then the media try to be funny and just be like 9th place, as if though there was a 10th place. No, baby, there was only 9 places, and you took the last one because they just had to put your name down somewhere. That's what ended up happening. Like, there was just nothing humble about her. I'm over my 30 minutes. I want to get the fuck off of this. I really don't have too much to say about this, but I just, like I said, I just think that it's just a bigger problem in society that we're going through. Sha'Carrie, the Sha Carrie Richardsons, the young group of people who just feel like, I told y'all before, this generation, they know the least amount of shit and talk with so much cojones. Like, it's just really weird, and don't know what they be talking about. Shit be out of context, and if you talk to them too much, they feel like you're aggravating them, you're being aggy, you're doing too much if you try to correct people. And then when you don't correct people, oh, you're messed up, you ain't trying to get back, you ain't trying to teach people, you ain't trying to be helpful, and all this other shit. But when you're trying to teach and be helpful and point some things out, you doing too much. Like, get the fuck out of here. So for some people, you can't win for losing, and so for me, I don't be trying. And I don't apologize for that. Once I see what type of person somebody is, I'm not going to fight with you to make you better. I'm not going to fight with you to, try to help you. You know what I'm saying? So if I, run across people that's open and, you really, I can learn from you. You can learn from me. That part, being able to be in a relationship there is reciprocity. Y'all know what I'm trying to say. Like, if there's none of that and I'm not getting nothing from the relationship, then no, I'm not overextending myself for people like that. Because I've also, sometimes I feel like in my younger years, like always being that person to say, don't do that because of this and this and that. Y'all nobody labeling me as somebody's mama. I don't want to be nobody's mammy. I ain't your fucking auntie. If Oprah's your auntie, I'm not your auntie, okay? Oprah's my auntie, okay? Nobody's old like that, okay? So you little heifers, it just is what it is. Like, y'all know how I do here. Y'all keep it bougie. Y'all keep it black as F. Y'all keep it posh. And y'all come black, y'all. And I'm out. Bye, y'all. Hey, y'all. So I'm adding this in at the end of my video that I just did about Sha Carrie Richardson. So I guess there's been some more news since I finished up that video, and I wanted to add it so I could be done. Okay? Because I think we're done as America. I think we're officially done. Who want her, come get her. We don't, this is not this is not us. We're not we don't, she don't represent us, right? So this is that funny part and that hard part about being black, right? And when you're black, it's assumed we all agree with everything that each other do and that we're with it. And pro-black is to be pro-black is to be anti-critical. Pro-black is to, not use logic. Pro-black is to go against your own morals. Pro-black starts to encompass a lot of more things that starts to be more negative than positive, right? And this is one of those times where it's just like, I don't care how pro-black I am not pro-Sha Carrie Richardson. I don't like it. I think she's a very nasty girl. And it just is what it is. I said it from the very beginning. This is not somebody who I would actually ever want to meet, to be completely honest with you. But, so let me show you for yourself, and then we're going to get to the comments, because I think we just about through. We just about through with her. So, we ain't going to let y'all jump her, nothing, Jamaican girls. But who won her first? I think Elaine should get her first because she's actually a champion. You know what I'm saying? She's actually won. She's a winner and all that other shit. So I think she get her first. And we do it like how y'all did it when you won the race. 1, 2, 3. Give y'all 1, 2, 3. All right. So let's get into what this bonehead done did. This guy. But let's get into this Gecko is done. Hold on one second.
She just supported, I hope people... I know that she's obviously been through so much, and so I hope that she just supported, I hope people rally around her. Obviously, she has a great personality, and she's brought in a lot of attention to the sport, and I think she'll be in the sport for a very long time. And so I think just more than anything, for all athletes, there's so much that goes into it. We just, give her the support that she needs.
I got you. Well, you just...
All right, so if you don't know who that is Allison Felix. So she's also an Olympic medalist. At times, she's won the gold, silver, and bronze. I think this time she won the bronze time in track and field, right? So this is her peer, right? Had nothing but positive things to say, not telling nobody not to support her, not even really commenting on like probably what her true thoughts are, but keeping it professional and just really just being like, you know what? I can rise above and still be supportive. This girl's going to be around. You know, she hasn't really directly said anything to me, so I can publicly still support her and not comment on her situation. But keeping it classy and cute. Keeping it classy and cute as she ever want to be looked at. It's just classy and cute. So here are the comments. Olympic gold medalist Allison Felix shared some encouraging words for Sha Carrie Richardson and encouraged everyone to rally around her and support her during this time. All right, so this is actually, she was being interviewed by Stephen A. Smith on the Jimmy Kimmel Live show. I have so many new thoughts about Stephen A. Smith, and I don't know where. All right, I say that for another day. But yeah, so many thoughts. So the comment says here, I absolutely love her. This is so classy. That is Melanin Shade Room. So classy. Everyone is just feeling, if Shorty acted like this, people wouldn't have done her the way they did. Referring to Sha'Carri. I love Allison, but the next one, when she come in dead last, can say shit. So this is a Jamaican person, so they're saying they like her, but then the next one come in dead last can't say shit. Oh, she said, oh, she like her, but the next one when they come in last, they shouldn't be saying shit. They shouldn't be speaking, basically. Love. It's not obvious that she has a great personality. Her ego is too big for her little body. She needs to learn to humble herself before y'all start rallying around her. I'm not quite sure what are they talking about? So let's go to the comments there. Why is it not showing me the comment? Is that the comment? Wait, Jimmy is back. Class act queen. I don't know. I don't know why it won't show me these comments. Let me see if I hide them. I hate that. Sometimes the desktop is just whack. I don't know why is it worse than sometimes using the phone sometimes. Class act at Allison Felix. You are a queen. Queens fix each other crowns, right? So there's nothing, just dopeness, right? All right, nothing but dopeness. That is what she's talking about. Had to come show you because the DJ that's DJing the Chitlin circuit intervened on your comment to me. Oh, okay, I guess there was some back and forth we don't know nothing about. All right, so you see Allison showing love, saying nothing but positive things. You know, keeping it. You know. Keep it high vibrational, you know? Like y'all motherfuckers like I say. All right, and so let's go back to Trap Queen here. Let's go. Our hood star has responded to, our hood rat track star has responded to the love that Allison was trying to show her. Here we go. So this is, I guess, Sha'Carri. I guess she doesn't have that unit on that she was telling everybody that they were ugly, and we got to see the real Gecko underneath there, right? Right? We see it. We see it kind of bug eyes. You know, her and Just Hilarious look like they could possibly be sisters, but this one not being a pretty one. Yeah. Anyway, encouraging words on TV shows are just as real as, well, nothing at all. So basically, she's trying to say, I don't care about what she's saying. I don't care if she's trying to be encouraging. It's not real. It's on TV, basically. So I guess she's feeling like, oh, okay, she didn't reach out. She didn't say it in person, so it's not real. Y'all know she's taking that street shit and she's trying to make it mainstream, you know? What y'all do when y'all come to corporate America, you think it's the fucking hood and start talking about vibes and all types of weirdo, kiddish shit. Yeah, that's what this girl is doing. That's exactly what this girl is doing. Oh, she didn't say it directly to me, so it ain't about nothing. She don't mean that. Even though it was a question asked to her, right? Motherfuckers. So here we go, the comments, because you know how my co-hosts do in the comments. Okay, shares Sha Carrie Richardson shares what she thinks about people sharing encouraging words on television shows. Okay, talking about Allison. Someone commented, Bree Free. Oh no. It's Greg Savage. Her mindset. I just it just ain't for me. Like for real, it ain't for nobody. Starting to see her in a different light now. She's still cool though. Correct. I don't know how somebody can still be cool. Um, Someone wrote, "That's why your ass lost." Okay. I've seen this before. This is the first time I've seen this. I don't know. Something body too says, "Last and furious." Like it's like, girl, 1,090 likes. Like, girl. Nah, black community, this is your girl. So stick beside her. I didn't claim her. We are not all the same. Thank you. When it was being said that she needs to be humble or get off social media, y'all defended her. No, we didn't. We said that this girl has lost her mind. I'm gonna say allegedly, I'm getting crack baby vibes. That's just how the fuck I feel, and I'm not taking it back. Humble or get off social media, y'all defend her through and through. Now I'm guessing all this because Allison didn't have her back when she was dropped from the Olympics or the ninth place loss. These celebrities that keep tweeting out support to her needs to take the time to tell her through because it looks like the attention from them is getting to her head. Allison is highly respected around the world and a world-class athlete. Look at this one, her attitude, and I can bet some of y'all going to find a way to justify it. Again, she needs a PR person to take some time to teach herself and to get off social media. I really hope y'all be supporting Gabby this much too. Okay? This shit is crazy. There was something that she said. When she's talking about the celebrity supporting her, because it's like y'all are looking for like little stories that make your little charity cases so you can be a little quick update on somebody's blog. That's what the fuck it's coming across, so that way you can be in the mainstream media. Because there was nothing ever that was displayed that should have made folks move the way they did, and that's just that. But don't tell me a black community, we ain't got to claim everything. Everybody ain't claiming everything in their community. Said this one ours. All this shit is allegedly. All right, can people stop posting about her now? She is clearly a bitch. Okay. It's sad. This generation just doesn't seem to get it. And she is a clear example of them. The Jamaican women are amazing black women who have been kicking butt for a long time. All of who have Olympic medals. And then Allison Felix, a well-respected track great who has her share of dominance in track, tries to speak and give encouraging words. And this is the result. We have to stop supporting bad behavior. Period. While she looking like she's sitting in a car smoking weed in her feelings instead of being quiet, training, and letting her performance do the talking, clearly shows she didn't learn jack. Congratulations to the Jamaican women team for an amazing year. And congratulations to black women for dominating the sports. A 100-yard dash is the most competitive part of track and field. She should have looked up its history. Facts. Like, it's not even something you can kind of play with. Like, there's so many great women that have came before her in this sport that it's disrespectful. Like, this is disrespectful. I'm not proud. I'm not, as much as I may joke and throw little things in there, I'm not proud. Like, because she is in the black community. She is an African American, like, she's a descendant. So I know we are of the same. But this, I can't fuck with this. This is disgusting. This is disgusting. That's how I feel about this. I don't get it. Okay. Ooh, pretty face and probably no brain because what's there not to get? So now dead last, taking shots at Allison, shaking my head like, nah, remember y'all was saying she confident and people trying to knock her down? Stick beside her. Stick beside her. Go ahead, Taraji, stick beside her. People got to stop romanticizing. I've said this before, and there's other people And I keep on saying Taraji because it was something I noticed on the internet. But y'all gotta stop romanticizing the hood because that's where you come from, right? So you believe that's where I come from. I'm one of them. I'm just like them. I rose above, and it's just about not having money and having opportunity. And stuff like that, but it's a good place, and it made me, right? So you got that, it made me, and you start to be feeling good because that's where you from, right? And so you start to feel nostalgia when you start seeing a little hood rat chick because you see yourself, because that used to be you back in the day before the glow up. Right, so just somebody you took a chance, and so life just turned out different for you. So you see that as that was me. Fuck that shit. People got to deal with these motherfuckers in current day and times, okay? Fuck your nostalgia for the fucking hood, okay? Start romanticizing that shit and start saying what the fuck it is, okay? Y'all all, and I mean all of you, and I don't care how rich you are, have cousins and have younger peoples in your family, maybe cousin or her aunt and her kids and something that you can look down and see that this shit is a motherfucking problem. Fuck y'all thinking. All right, y'all, I'm gonna get out of here on that note because I didn't even want to give it all of this, but I want to be done with this. This is it, y'all. I don't care. This is it. All right, so there'll be no another of just a Sha Carrie Richardson headline video for me. She got to do something. She got to win a race or something before I feel like she gets a whole flyer. Okay. All right, y'all. Y'all know how we do here. Y'all keep it bougie. Y'all keep it posh. Y'all keep it black as F. And don't worry, y'all. And y'all come black now. Bye.